Welcome, everyone. Thank you for being here today. And I'm Chief Todd Axtell of the St. Paul Police Department. And it's really an honor to be here talking about the contributions of truly five highly talented, incredible, selfless individuals that really make St. Paul a better place each and every day, not just on the days that I'm going to talk about. I'm going to start out with Mr. Jack Conrad. Jack, will you stop up, please, and stand next to me while I read this? Good to see you. Thank you. So, Jack is the father of Officer John Conrad. There's John. And John is one of our motor officers that does an incredible job here at the St. Paul Police Department. Really, truly exemplifies service with respect, and we're proud of you for that. You raised one heck of a kid.
Thank you.
So since the winter of 2014, Mr. Conrad has donated over 100 hours of his personal time to our Police Athletics League. The Police Athletics League is a very incredible part of our department, very important part of our department, connecting our officers with youth throughout the city in non-confrontational times, building relationships and building trust, which is incredibly important, especially today. So over 100 hours he's donated. He's helped many of our community's youth to learn how to fish, both winter and summertime. Early on, Jack quickly realized that we were not properly equipped for our fishing trips. He reached out to businesses that provided fishing houses, proper winter clothing to keep the kids warm, dry, and had the necessary equipment to go out and catch a fish. As a retired firefighter, Jack reached out to the Firefighters Union for a donation to purchase boots, since most of the participants were only wearing tennis shoes when they were going out to fish. He didn't stop there. He went to Captain Ken's to secure donations of food and other ice fishing equipment as well. So Jack introduced the PAL staff to Cabela's marketing team, who had been looking for a partner for a program like PAL. Cabela's donated a fishing pole to each and every one of those kids that normally wouldn't have had an opportunity to go fishing, and certainly didn't have an opportunity to go fishing with a police officer. So they donated the fishing pole, and they also provided volunteers to come out and mentor the youth and help our officers. Jack's passion and excitement to have been passed on to so many young people throughout our city, and now have a good understanding of fishing and share the love of the sport. We're pleased to recognize him today for the many hours that he has donated and the enthusiasm that he has provided to the PAL program. It's my most sincere pleasure to present you, Jack, with the Chiefs Award. So thank you very much. Okay. There you go. If you'd like to say a few words, please.
I want to thank Mike, Sergeant McGinn, first of all, for thinking of me when this came up. I also want to thank Clam Corporation, Captain Ken's, like they said, Cabela's especially for all the product that they've given us. I just want to tell you one quick story. One of the cops came back shortly after we started the first summer fishing. He had got to run the McDonough Projects, I think it was. There was a little stir-up. One of the younger kids was fighting with other kids. He pulled up, and immediately the kid that was starting all the trouble looked at him, recognized him from the fishing, and stopped. He was embarrassed at what he was doing because his friend was there to help him. And I think that just tells what this program is about.
Absolutely. Thank you, Jim. We're going to get a picture of it. So next up, Mr. Victor Mercado, Mr. Justin Mrugala, Mr. John Schubich, I hope I'm saying that correctly, please let me know if I'm not, and Mr. Gary Winker. Would you please stop up and join me? So this is another a fun one for me here. This is really good cop stuff. So on September 27th, 2016, 3 security guards and the building engineer worked together to track down a man who had robbed the Think Bank in the Skyway level of the security building. Securing Officer Justin originally saw the suspicious man walking out of the bank. Knowing that the bank had been robbed twice over that summer, he had a hunch. He immediately reported the suspicious man to the control center. Security officers Victor and Gary, who are also here, were present and immediately notified the police department's downtown beat about the robbery that was potentially occurring. They continued to keep our staff appraised of the suspect's location. Building engineer John actually followed the suspect outside and provided updates of where the suspect was located. The suspect was observed entering a portable toilet near the construction site on Jackson, where he came out after he changed his clothing. So as you can imagine what's going through your mind at this time, wondering, am I really seeing this? It's one of those surreal moments that I can imagine that you were feeling at the time. During this time, Officer Bruce Schmidt continuously relayed the information to police dispatch so that all officers could look for the suspect. The robber was promptly arrested at 7th and Temperance. It was later determined that the suspect was the same person who had robbed the same bank twice previously. These 4 men remained calm. They communicated clearly during a very tense and stressful time, and we're so pleased to recognize their collective actions here today. I'd like to say Officer Bruce Schmidt nominated these gentlemen for their awards, but unfortunately he was not able to be here today and asked me to give his personal thanks and greetings to you. And again, he was sorry that he wasn't able to be here, but we do have Bruce's partner, Mike Johnson, here that's making sure that, I hope you pass it on to Bruce when you see him, that we appreciate your guys' great work downtown. We're really proud of our downtown patrol unit, and we're really proud of the fact that we have such a great partnership and relationship with Securian. Before I present the awards, I would like to say hello to our special guests here from Securian Financial Group. Kathy Beck and Mark Jones, where are you guys in the back here? Oh, there's Mark, who we have worked with so many years and so collaboratively, and really we're proud of that relationship, proud of the support that each of you provides to our organization, and Kathy's extra effort as our board chair for the St. Paul Police Foundation. Thank you for all your efforts with that too. Let's give her a round of applause. So with that, I am incredibly proud of you gentlemen. You really, it's one of the most fun things that I do in my job, to be able to acknowledge the great work that you do in partnership with our department. So with that, I'm going to award you each your Chief's Award. Gary. Please.
Well, I guess I want to say that I'm very proud to work with these gentlemen every day, and it was really a lot of fun catching the bank robber. And myself and Victor were in the control center at the time, and we zoomed in when the cavalry came up on the perpetrator, and Victor and I got up and we were high-fiving in the control center since we got him. And we have a really great partnership also with the St. Paul Downtown Beat, and it's really good to have them as and friends and colleagues, and we really count on them at Securian. So that's it. Thanks, guys.
So with that, I'm just going to end it by saying thank you very much again for your partnership, everything that you do in support of the St. Paul Police Department. And also thank you to the women and men of the St. Paul Police Department that go out there every day and establish these relationships that make our job much easier. And I'm so proud of each and every one of you. I'm proud of our community members that are here today in support. And it really is inspirational to me as your chief to have this level of support for the women and men of the St. Paul Police Department.